with a K instead of a C, so YouTube wouldn't be like, yeah, we know you were gonna try to spell cock. So that way they think accidental kiss block or accidental kite block. Something that starts with a K instead of a C because I don't want to get in trouble. Anyways, yes, I was an accidental cock block. There was a guy that really liked me that's named him Casey. No. JC. I don't know anybody named JC. Let's go check. Give him a name that started with the name I started with, but you know. I know somebody named Casey. I don't. I stalk them. You think you're the Casey that I'm talking about? You're not. I'm talking about Casey Neistat, just so you know. I love him, kind of. So, JC and I, best friends. Best. He was a senior, I was a junior. I'm a junior. It was a junior. I'm gonna be a senior. Woo. Graduation. Who fucking cares? During the middle of junior year, I had a teacher fling me to the side and talk to me. Let's call her Mrs. Puff. Because everyone understands that reference. I don't have to worry about saying her name, and she won't know who she is. Mrs. Puff went up to me and said, "Hey, just so you know, JC likes you." And I said, "Well, I mean, he's cool. I like him too." And she's like, "I'll tell him that." And I was like, as she walked away, I wanted to tell her not in that way as a friend. So he thought that I liked him as more of a friend. And he asked me if we wanted to hang out, and I said movies or whatever. But in reality, I get super bad anxiety being alone with anybody. My own siblings, my own cousins, my own father. It's just kind of a thing where, not my own father, but you get what I mean. I get to see my dad every single day, so I don't get really bad anxiety. But if it's someone that I don't get to see every single day of my life, it happens with my grandma and my grandpa sometimes. I just get instant anxiety. And it sometimes gets so bad to the point where I end up not having to go home so I can take something to stop it. But yes, it happens with everybody. And 2-3 months went by. I didn't want to tell him that because I'm a giant fucking pussy. And he said to me, when do you want to go to the movies? When do you want to hang out? When do you want to go to the movies? I keep asking you and texting you, when do you want to go to the movies? And I finally said, I couldn't say it out loud, so I texted it to him like the pussy I am and said, listen, I actually get anxiety left alone with anybody. And I don't really feel alright with going to the movies with you. Also, I haven't known you long enough. It just happens that I don't see somebody every single day of my life. And he says, actually, you've seen me every single day of your life. And I said, not every single day of my entire life, every single day of my 17-year-old being a 17-year-old, but not every single day of my whole entire life. And he said, so how does it like start? How did that whole entire thing happen? Why do you get such bad anxiety just hanging and not being around them for a very long time or whatever? And I said, I don't know. I am not very close to my siblings or really anyone in my family. I'm kind of close to a couple of people, but it's like not that close kind of thing. I'm not as close to my brothers and my sister as I want to be, but you know, they have their own life to live, or that's what I keep telling myself, when it's probably the fact that I'm not cool enough to hang out with them. But yes, I do get anxiety left alone with anybody other than my dad, which I think is because he protected me my whole life and I was completely okay with it. I was baby as out. was the youngest, so I got protected the most. So it's just a thing where, as long as I know this may sound like the stupidest thing, but as long as there's my dad there, because I know I've known everyone in my family my whole entire life, but I don't get to see them every single day. Like, I get to wake up and see my dad every single day. And each year it gets worse and worse and worse because I have to meet new people each year because of school or this and that, or a new person joins the family because of marriage or birth or both. It just gets worse and worse and worse because I have to deal with more people and stuff. And I'm never not gonna be able to get over it because I'm always gonna have to meet new people. And I'm always gonna have to do this and that. And my family's always gonna be growing and everything. And that's where liking to be by myself came in. And I just told him all this stuff, and he's like, okay, wow, so you really do have some bad anxiety. And I can't believe you're willing to tell me this and that. So, is there any way that we'd be able to hang out with you not getting that anxiety? And I said, honestly, unless my dad hung out with us, no. I know this isn't like I'm a daddy's girl or anything. It's just I see him every single day of my life. Talking this much actually is hurting my throat and everything. So you're gonna hear some coughing here or there because of allergies, and it's giving me a scratchy throat and stuff. You can tell because of the sound of my voice, it's getting scratchier with each time I'm talking. It's just the whole entire thing where I'm not a daddy's girl, but I kind of am a daddy's girl. And he's like, I mean, I grew up without a dad. I don't know what it's like, do this or that, and my mom is kind of here nor there. She's trying the best, but she's not giving me everything she could. And I said, okay, well, I just grew up in a very protected environment where my dad was like, no, no this, no that, no this. And he's like, I don't understand what that's like because my mom lets me do whatever the fuck I want. I could walk to Washington and back to Idaho if I so wanted to. And I said, oh, if I even tried to do that, my dad would bring me home and ground me immediately, kind of thing. So then I just talked and everything, and he's like, listen, I feel like you are just, honestly, I feel as though you're just afraid of me. And I said, well, I'm not. I know you're not going to do anything to harm me. It's just, I know that, but yet I don't know at the same time. And he texted me, wait, what does that mean? You know that, but you don't know that at the same exact time. I said, I know you well enough to know you probably won't hurt me or try anything, but it's also one of those things where you just don't know. And he said, I promise I won't do anything. And I said, saying something and doing something are two different things. You don't know until you're in the moment, you know? And he says, you really think that I'd try to rape? And I said, honestly, society's fucked up. I don't think you would, but there's obviously something inside of me that thinks you would. And he said, well, that's crazy. And I said, the fact that you're saying that's crazy means that it's not that crazy. And he said, well, what do you mean? I'm just like, every day in society, every single day, you see something about a man or a woman raping or being raped. So you just don't know. And he said, okay, I think we should just not talk for a couple of days or a couple of years or whatever. And I said, okay, yeah, sure. I was really upset by that idea, but you know, whatever you gotta do, whatever you gotta do it, right? And he's like, yeah, okay. We didn't talk for a day. I cracked, not him. I was like, listen, boy, why don't we go back to how it was? And he's like, we can't go back to how it was So then he started guilt tripping me, and I said, listen, fuck you, first of all. And he said, why fuck me, first of all? And I said, because you're guilt tripping me into this and that. I will not allow it. You are not allowed to speak of this ever again. And if you do, I will stop talking to you permanently. And he said, fine. And then it was nothing for a while, and we just talked about video games we liked, and it was great. And then it came the whole entire, will you go out with me? Will you just give me a chance thing that came up? And I said, okay. He said, you're the first girl I ever liked. That really made me think, but also bullshit. And he's like, you're the only girl I've ever wanted. And I said, but also bullshit because Selena Gomez exists. And so does Lady Gaga. I'm not a lesbian, but if Lady Gaga went on my doorstep and said, hey, let's go on a date, I wouldn't hesitate. So I guess I'm not a lesbian except for if it came to Lady Gaga. Even then, I'd be bisexual if it came to Lady Gaga. I wouldn't go full lesbian until she gave me a diamond ring. Then I'd be like, you know what? I wouldn't do anything, but I'll take the ring. So technically, I'd be a gold digger. So I'd still be straight. I'd just be gold digger. And we wouldn't do anything, so it'd be like an unpronounced Chuck and Berry. I'd pretend to be lesbian just so I could get the money and be near a pretty person. So I had to become beautiful because that's how it works. Being beautiful is contagious. It's like being ugly is contagious, right? So I'd either make her ugly or she'd make me beautiful. You know what? I like those odds. It's a 50-50 chance. She's more pretty than I am ugly, so it's more like a 75 versus 25% chance. I know my math. Yeah. The 70 plus 20 plus. No. 75. Yeah, 75. 25. Yeah, okay, I'm not done. I know my shit. Okay, but yes. And then that whole thing went on, and I was like, no. And he said, why not? And I said, for the exact reasons of last time. He says, but we wouldn't be alone together, we'd just be dating. And I said, I'm only 17 and I've given up. Honestly, you're 19, you're older, it's illegal in the United States. Technically, it's just, I didn't want to date him because if you date somebody that's your best friend, if you break up, then you won't be friends. The age difference was the thing too. Even though it was 2 years, it still wasn't right to me. I was semi close to being 18, so it didn't really matter anyways, but it was like, I don't want to be in a relationship that I didn't want to be in. If that makes sense. I didn't want to do it because I felt sad or felt pity for him. And I didn't feel pity for him, but I did feel a little sad because I said no, because him and I were such good friends. It was like, you know how polar opposites attract, right? And some like complete similarities repel and opposites attract. Well, him and I were so exact. People thought that we were actually related. it was weird. But I knew it wouldn't work out because I tried dating people that were exactly like me, and it always ended up in the shitter anyways. And I said, listen, I'm done with dating. I don't believe it anymore. High school boys are the worst kind of boys. High school boys suck. And I said, not talking about you, I'm just talking. He's like, hey, that's not nice. And I said, not talking about you per se, I'm talking about the general high school boys overall. And he said, I get it, high school guys and high school girls kind of suck too. And I said, well, I'm technically still a high school girl. You should have graduated a long time ago. So I kind of felt, wait, I'm allowed to say fuck you. And he said, I don't mean you, I mean girls specific. And I said, I am a girl. Technicality, legally, by law, I have all the body parts to be a woman. It's like you have all the body parts to be a man. You can have whatever body parts you want, and you could be called whatever you want. Okay? Just putting that in so someone doesn't use my words wrongly and think that I don't like transgender people. I have a friend that's transgender. Fuck off. Anyways, but I seriously have a friend that's transgender. She goes by he. And I have a friend that's a he that goes by a she. So fuck off. But yes, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we really consider friends, but I call us friends because we're friends on Facebook and we're friends on Facebook. We're friends in real life, right? That's not a true fact, but we know each other, so there's that. But yes, it was kind of like a thing where I know it probably broke his heart, but there's plenty of fish in the sea. You'll find someone sooner or later. I mean, he graduated technically. He found someone technically, so I mean, he'll find someone technically. He hasn't found someone technically, but he'll find somebody that he'll like much more than me because that's how the world works. You get me. I'm a